Over the past 12 months, Yasmin Ramirez has been diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, has had several organs removed and has endured 12 rounds of chemotherapy. It's been a hellish year. Last Friday, Ramirez got to forget all that for just one day, her wedding day. Honestly, for the first time in 12 months, I felt that I didn't have cancer, she tells Mamma Mia. It was just one day where it never crossed my mind. I just got to be a bride, not a bride with cancer, not having to worry about all the other parts that go with it. So it was fantastic. The wedding was made possible by charity My Wedding Wish, which gifts weddings to the terminally ill. Ramirez hadn't expected to be able to get married. When she was diagnosed with a goblet cell endocrine carcinoid tumor, she'd been dating Alex Bartos for less than 2 years. When I got diagnosed, I said to him he didn't have to follow this path that I had now been dealt, Ramirez remembers. But he was determined to stay with me and see me through it. In fact, the morning after the diagnosis, Bartos told her he wanted to take the relationship further. He said, "I have been thinking. I really need to go and ask your dad. We need to stop putting this off." The couple got engaged last December. But they didn't think they were going to be able to afford a wedding. Ramirez, a teacher at Picton High School in New South Wales, had to take leave from her job for treatment. Bartos was caring for her, while studying to become a pilot. We knew that our savings that we had for the wedding would be used basically just for keeping the mortgage going and everyday life, she explained. Listen, how Samuel Johnson found his happiness. Post continues after audio. In January this year, on Ramirez's 33rd birthday, she underwent a massive operation. Because the cancer had spread so far, she had her uterus, ovaries, appendix, gallbladder and 2 sections of her bowel removed, had her peritoneum, part of her diaphragm and part of her stomach stripped, and was then filled with hot chemo. She was in intensive care for 5 days afterwards, and was left with a scar from her breastplate to her pubic bone. 6 weeks later, when she was out of hospital, she began 12 rounds of chemo, as much as the body can take. While Ramirez was undergoing treatment, a friend of a friend heard a news report about My Wedding Wish. She got in touch with the charity, and before long, they'd assigned her a wedding planner. I feel she was my fairy godmother, Ramirez says. From June onwards, she had something to focus on other than her cancer. Her dream wedding began to fall into place, the perfect dress, the vineyard setting in the Southern Highlands. A woman she didn't know offered to make canapes. A hairdresser did 4 trials with her, finding a way to work with the small amount of paper-thin hair she had left. She did an amazing job to make it not look like I was without hair. She was determined I wouldn't wear a wig. Listen, Mia Friedman talks to Samuel Johnson and his incredible story. Post continues after audio. 2 weeks before the wedding, there was bad news.